The Patriot movement, the freedom movement in America and worldwide is extremely heavily infiltrated by agents from the CIA, the Mossad and other agencies. Their mission is to set you up or to create doubt and confusion and discouragement concerning Trump. One of the topics that they are now focusing on is Israel. I see that some powerful entities, organizations, platforms who pose as if they are truth speakers and freedom fighters, that they are now going all out to expose how wicked Israel is. But they don't do it with the right motivation. They don't do it to effectively end this evil rule of Israel. They do it to set up America against Trump. Because Trump has no choice. He has no option but to act as if he's on the side of the Zionists. Because all America and all people in government, they're all Zionists. So he has no other choice. He has to play this. And this is being used now by the cabal, by the deep state actors, by the traders, by those who are wearing a mask in the freedom movement to attack him. I want you to be aware of this. There are coming very, very powerful exposures of what Israel really is. And that's good, that is needed. I also made a film which exploded worldwide, which is considered to be the #1 film in the world that reveals the actual nature and actual purpose of Israel, that it is literally set up by the Rothschilds to become their headquarters of a one world government, a one world Zionist government. It's the Zionists who are at the head of the vaccine industry, at the head of Big Pharma, at the head of everything in this world that's evil. It's always headed up by Zionists, people who have dual citizenship with their own country and with Israel. And they serve this agenda to make Israel the headquarters, the center of this one world state, run by financial elites that are not elected, but that are selected. We have exposed that in The Mystery of Israel, and you can find that film on stopworldcontrol.com. But many more films are being made and published by actors that I know to be from the cabal, who have been positioned as controller position in the freedom movement. I want you guys to be aware of that, and I ask you to please share this, okay? I think that I am at this point the only one saying this. There are several very big accounts on X. They have millions of followers. Everything they post has millions of views. All they do all day long, non-stop, is expose the evil deeds of Israel. Well, that's good. But why do they do it? Next, they turn around and they start slandering and accusing Trump. And they want you to lose your confidence in Trump, to hate Trump, to distrust him because of what is happening in Israel. Guys, we need to understand Trump is president in the most Zionist nation of the world. America was taken over by the Zionists starting in the 19th century through a mind control operation of the Rothschilds, who funded the Schofield Study Bible, which literally said that a new Israel would be created, and that would be the fulfillment of God's promises, and you had to support it, otherwise God would curse you. This message has been pushed in an incredible way for the past 2 centuries in every church, every Christian ministry, every so-called prophet, every, all the big names on Christian television, all of them have been pushing this. If you don't support Israel, God will curse you. So this has become the motto of the whole voter base of Donald Trump. Of course he has to act as if that he's supporting Israel. But I know as a fact, and we will witness this in the coming years, that there is a plan in action to expose Israel, but in such a way that it will not make Donald Trump look bad. It will not, put the blame on him. He will, in the minds of the people of America, will still be the one who did the right thing by supporting Israel. It's like with the vaccines. He released the vaccines 9 years sooner than the cabal had planned, because they wanted 10 years of lockdowns. And you can see that in my film Warp Speed Stop the FEMA Camps. Go to stopworldcontrol.com and you'll see it there. Warp Speed Stop the FEMA Camps. And Chad Vivas explains it in a brilliant way in this film. Trump released the vaccines because all of humanity was demanding it. Everybody was crying out for it. The World Health Organization, the United Nations, all the news media, all the the entire world, everything and everyone was crying out, only a vaccine will save us, nothing, 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 nothing else. So Trump had to release that vaccine if he wanted to save the world. Their agenda was to keep the world in 10 years of lockdowns by constant new virus variants, which would be blamed on the unvaccinated, who would then be put in the FEMA camps, and then they could continue the lockdowns through these ongoing virus variants until America was completely devastated and destroyed, and then they could implement their new world order and their great reset. That is why Klaus Schwab had said, by 2030 you will own nothing, you'll have no privacy. Trump totally crashed that plan. Okay, so Trump knows what he's doing. He knows what he is doing. So please guys, listen to me. I ask you to please share this video, because I haven't seen anybody in the whole Patriot or Truth movement who is really awake to how we are being played by these big accounts, by some major voices who have an enormous following. They make fantastic films. They have been exposing the vaccines better than anybody else, but it was all with the agenda to accuse Trump, to attack Trump, to try and set everybody up against Trump. He released the vaccines, he is the mass murderer, he supports Israel, he is a Zionist. Instead of looking at what he's really doing, he is destroying every single aspect of the cabal. He takes away their mind control operation through the news media by exposing them as fake news. He is going to end the income tax. He is taking America away from the World Health Organization. He's going to completely abolish the climate change hoax. He is literally destroying every single stronghold of the cabal. So of course he's not on their side, and they hate him. They try to destroy him. So we have to think a little bit, people. But our movement is being heavily infiltrated, and most people don't understand it. A film will come out about Israel from Stu Peters. This film is meant to set you up against Trump. It's going to be a very powerful film, packed with truth. But the underlying motivation, the underlying agenda is to accuse Trump, so that everybody would again lose confidence in him and he would not have the people behind him. I want to ask you to be wise and intelligent and see what's going on in our movement. Look at what Trump is doing. There's no way that he's evil, but he has no other option but to play a certain game in the most Zionist nation of America, surrounded by everything. But I mean, there's Zionists everywhere. The House, the Congress, Senate, they're all Zionists. Okay, so he has to play this role. Let's please be wise and look at what Trump is really doing. RFK is going to end the poisoning, end the chemtrails. They are completely removing all the corruption from America, and it will happen in the whole world. Look at what they're doing, and don't fall over the fact that they have to play a strategic game. Thank you very much.